Hi, I'm Steph Ritz, and welcome to day 3 of our 10-day Stories That Sell video challenge. Today's question is, who were you before the world told you who to be? Now, for me, I really sat with, when did the world start telling me who I was? And the story that came forward today is really about being in first grade. My brother and I have a twin. We were in the same highest level of reading because we both came in knowing pretty much the basics. Our mom was awesome, read to us all the time, and taught us a lot. And I remember being really, really bored, and it was something about playing with a loose tooth. And the teacher took it as in, she doesn't know the information and they shouldn't be in the same program. And so they moved me from the highest level reading to the lowest level reading. And I stopped reading. I said, if you're going to tell me I don't know how to read, then I'm going to stop reading and prove you right. Not to good logic as a child at all. But I stopped reading and in second grade had to relearn how to read and spent the rest of elementary school in special education getting extra support and being a really reluctant reader. It's interesting to go from that space of being in special ed in fifth grade and then turning around in sixth grade, falling in love with books and reading over a summer, and then in sixth grade becoming a performance artist where I would take pieces of literature and script it out to perform in competition, and found theater and started acting. And I even joined a group of our school put on this really cool thing where they'd publish poetry books each year of student poetry. And so I joined the editing team that would select what was going into these books. Um, that's who I was. Before this teacher told me that I wasn't a good reader, I couldn't be at the highest level, I came back to who I was. I found that person again. And what's funny is that a lot of what I was doing then, like when you take a piece of literature and you script it out, well, that's kind of like copywriting. And I still do all sorts of editing when it comes to books and reading and writing paragraphs. Even today, I was on a coaching call and write up a couple of sentences and say, well, that's not actually what you're trying to say. Let's turn it into what you meant to say instead, and changing it on the spot. And here we are doing video and performance and learning to share your story in a way that just feels naturally you. So the natural me has always been to edit and publish and script. And on that same note, I've also always been a writer. So to finish this video, all I wanted to share with you is a very short poem that was published a long time ago. I bring these books to retreat and teach off of them to get into a child's perspective. And at the last retreat, the last Redwoods retreat to write your book in paradise, one of the authors found one of my poems and felt really moved by it. And so I'm going to share it with you today. It's called Dreamcatchers. This is my dream catcher. It is the web of life. It holds destiny and a spiritual belief. This is my dream catcher woven by spiders, designed by powerful forces and the harmony of nature. This is my dream catcher. I love it, I do, but it has let me down once or twice, too. With that, cheers! Can't wait to watch your videos.